on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Bucs and the G-Men. And it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
First known as the Meadowlands, EA Sports welcomes you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. With Greg Olson, Mike Tirico up here in the booth. So glad that you are along with us. Greg got a couple offenses here that love to take their shots down the field, so the defenses really have their task right in front of them if they want to win this game.
Yeah, no question. I think as many of the matchups that we've dove into this entire week, it really comes down to which defense puts a lid on the opposing passing game and prevents as many big plays as possible. We see it week in and week out. The correlation between generating big plays, especially through the air, directly leads to the ability to score points. So make teams go the long way. You know, the defensive old saying is, make them snap it again.
The kicker, Chase McLaughlin, will get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Had that sensational brief run with the Giants in 2023, Tommy DeVito.
You'd love to see the biggest jump of a young quarterback's career, Mike, being between year 1 and year 2. I mean, you think about what these young quarterbacks go through entering their rookie year. They have the entire pre-draft process, then the idea of being drafted and going to a new organization and learning what it means to play quarterback in the NFL. Well, in year 2, everything's not new. Everything's not a first experience. It allows them to just take a deep breath, play, develop, rely on what got you here. We see so many quarterbacks in year 2 really have their breakout campaigns and show, frankly, why they were the starter to begin with in their rookie year.
Second down and 8. To throw, here's DeVito. Pass complete to Neighbors. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
A quick throw to Neighbors on the RPO. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
On third down, they'll set up. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
So on fourth down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Trey Palmer deep for Tampa Bay. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Buccaneers led out by their quarterback, Baker Mayfield. He was in Cleveland, in Carolina, and then with the Rams. But now year 2, and it feels like he's found a home. Greg here with the Buccaneers.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
Here's Baker to begin with a pass. That's caught. Trey Palmer. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll run with the third-year man. It's Rachaad White. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Now a 3rd and 2. That's Palmer, the man in motion. And the defense snuffed that one out. It goes down as a completion, but no gain on the play.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
On now for 4th down, Trenton Gill will punt it away. Amir Smith-Marset goes back to return it. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, creates great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The visitors' offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. This one complete to Palmer. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down.
They'll go again with White. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Now he'll run it. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that first down marker is, he's able to pick up the first down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the first down.
They'll send a tight end in motion. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he's in! Baker Mayfield. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, they were not hiding anything there. The quarterback takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for the touchdown.
And this was a run from the jump, Mike. There was no disguising anything. There was 10 guys blocking and 1 guy running, and in this case, it's the quarterback taking it in for 6.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bucs will take a 7-0 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense ready to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Jordan Whitehead is there to bring him down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's caught left side by Bellinger. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. One quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Here's 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man, Wan'Dale Robinson. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the zone read, a give to Tracy. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
In motion, it's Robinson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up 3rd down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
He'll let this go towards the end zone.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Gano now, following the field goal, back to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Tucker. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to take over once more. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. He'll air it out down the middle. He's got it! And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score! 71 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. It's up and through. And the Buccaneers extend their advantage to 14-3. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Tracy now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. Here's the man signed from Houston. It's Devin Singletary. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back is DeVito. No chance at all. He'll go down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. DeVito. He'll try and get there on the ground. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long 1st down.
Throwing is DeVito. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. He fakes the handoff and keeps it to himself. And he's very close to 1st down yardage. They're going to mark him shy, though, at the 48.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, they'll run with Tracy. And he's got it. Good work there to take it to the 47 and set up 1st down. Here's DeVito. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now DeVito. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. To throw, DeVito. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs.
So the key to this fourth down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge fourth down stop.
The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. Now Mayfield. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
This pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
So if you're going to have time to allow your big tight end to start on one side of the field and run a crossing route all the way to the other, your big guys up front better hold up in protection. That's exactly what they were able to do here. Gave the quarterback the confidence of staying with him the entire way through, delivering that ball on the far side of the field, and leads to a nice pickup. We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Now Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to White. They were not fooled on defense. Saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Buccaneers going to open up a 17-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. To throw, here's DeVito. He's got his man. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the defense has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, But before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deontay Banks. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
All right, Mike, at this point, am I allowed to call timeout? Because I would love to talk to both of these offenses. Listen, guys, ball security. Protecting the ball is the #1 rule in football. You got one side losing it on a fumble, the other side gives it right back with a pick. I mean, come on, guys. As an offensive guy, I want to see big plays. I want to see long drives, touchdowns, not a game of hot potato bouncing the ball back and forth.
The home team's offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the hunt.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone.
He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start just inside the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Not much there. Stopped short of the 20. So we've reached halftime here, and the visiting Buccaneers have the advantage. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. To return is Tucker. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by White. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Second down, zone read, and he keeps it. And he'll work his way forward to about the 30-yard line.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He'll find his running back, White. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
First down throw there is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On a zone read, a give to White. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
3rd and long. Mayfield. This one is caught by Shepard. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
Well, let's give the defense a little credit here. You talk about read and reacting quickly. They recognize the screen right out of the jump, and he's able to beat the blocker to the spot and keep him to no gain.
A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Giants offense make their way out to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
We spent so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on third down, and give yourself a chance.
Throwing now on third and long. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
The Giants sending out their punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. This one complete to Palmer. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Baker going to hand it to White. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
3rd and long. Throwing is Mayfield. Looking middle here, and he's got McMillan. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down. Here comes 4th down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Giants offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. Now, faking the give. He'll let it fly. Deep ball. for Slayton.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
Back is DeVito. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. And a nice game, getting this to about the 23-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It is 3rd and 10. DeVito. Oh, a loose football. The Bucs have it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
The Buccaneers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. Throwing is Baker. He connects with Palmer on that one. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, a run with White. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a 1st down. And good work there to get the 1st down yardage, and maybe better fortune that they get the ball back and Greg retained possession.
Nice job by the back there, Mike. He's able to get the 1st down, and I know that's where his mind was, but he can't forget to protect the ball, and that's the utmost importance, and fortunately for him, in this case.
And he will do it himself. He's in. Baker Mayfield. Touchdown, Tampa. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Buccaneers extend to a 24-3 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Tracy now to return it. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And as we take you back through the highlights, there aren't many of them from a quarterbacking perspective. He's been unable to sustain a lot in any of these drives and does not have a touchdown pass to this point. First and 10 now from the 36. Throwing is DeVito. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
Here's DeVito. To the right side here, pass is caught, and they're going to work this down inside the 45.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Now DeVito. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice job there by the defender. He's able to break up the pass, but I think if he's able to get there just a little bit sooner, now you can get 2 hands on the ball and give yourself a chance to come down with an even bigger play and come away with the pick.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. To throw, DeVito. And this is not going to get it done. Not even close to picking up the 1st down. And they will turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Bucs offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. First and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and here's White. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
On 2nd down, Baker. That's Otten, open downfield. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
On the ground, this is White. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Another run here with White. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. On third down, it's White. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up fourth down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This one from 49. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bucs add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. To throw, here's DeVito. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now they'll set up to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Lost one on the last play.